through that absolute playoff game. It just felt like back and forth. No team was willing to kind of give up there. What was that game just like to be part of?
A lot of fun, especially like the roller coaster ups and downs, going on runs, they go on runs, figuring it out. A couple easy plays, especially for myself. I didn't make, but just staying in the moment, just being focused on trying to make winning plays when it's needed, and being locked in, tied in. I think as a unit, we did a great job of not letting the ups and downs and the runs affect us, and we're able to get the stops we needed to make the plays down the stretch.
This felt like one of those games where in the first 4 quarters, buckets were hard to come by. You, I think, in the first half had that big, buzzer beater. One play like that really can change a game. How hard is it to stay locked in despite the physicality, the misses, all that type of stuff?
I mean, it's tough, you want to go out there and play a perfect game, especially when you know what's on the line. You missed it or made it? You missed it? Damn. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, but you're just trying to stay with it. You go through the ups and downs of the season. It's all about mental fortitude and being able to bounce back and stay in the moment. And I was able to do that and come up with some big plays for us in timely manner.
What does it mean for this group to make the playoffs, considering the way the season started?
Considering how y'all counted us out and said that we was only going to get 30 wins. You got the media pass on, so it's y'all. Nah, man, it's a testament, to this team, to this organization, the belief that we had in ourselves, and using the critics to count us out. I think we were only favored or whatever to have 35 wins to end up with 50. It's a big landmark, milestone for this season, especially holding down the fort while I was out, and guys being able to step up and have career years down the line. I think sky's the limit for us in the playoffs. We got some time to rest and lock back in, get our bodies right, our minds right for these 4 games or 7 games against Denver.
You guys as a team were counted out, but you've been open all year as well about you personally and the things that people thought you could do in this increased role. What can you say about the regular season?
It's fun, for me, it's what I expected of myself. Given the opportunity, I feel like I could have been doing this, for a long time. If you look back at the times I've got opportunity to play my role and play my game, the production spoke for itself. But taking a lesser role coming here and fitting in and trying to win a championship with a team every single year, you got to sacrifice for the greater good because you want to win. But I didn't expect anything less of me. I prepared for this moment. I've said it all year. I'm just glad that T. Lou and Mark Hughes and Lawrence Frank trusted me and believed in me and allowed me to have this opportunity to go out there and show what I could do.
What was it like watching James and Kawhi kind of go back and forth in the second half, especially?
Yeah, a lot of fun, man. I even said it when Kawhi hit the fading mid-range in that right corner. I mean, it's a tough game with high-level shot making. And that's what it comes down to. You got your stars, Hall of Fame players making big shots on both ends of the floor. It's a lot of fun. This is what we put the work in, and this is what competition's about.
Steph Curry got his, I think it was like 36-30 or whatever, but I felt like Chris really did a phenomenal job on him all night.
Yeah, great job. I mean, he was locked in after the sack game, getting his body ready, getting his body right, his mind right. Knowing what he had to do. Steph is Steph. He's going to make good shots. He's going to make great plays, but not getting discouraged was a big message from the JVG, especially with Chris being locked in on him. And, he made it tough for him. He's going to make shots. He's a hell of a player, one of the greatest shooter of all time. But, for defense, all you want to do is make it hard for him. And Chris did that full 48.
What's it like?
Give you a shout out, my boy. Come on, Smoke.
What was it like just being on the court with your guys, like in the breaks of games and the timeouts? Like, what did that sound like? Like, can you kind of bring us into
it? Was good, back and forth. Everybody being coach play, everybody, trying to get it right. Mess up a mistake on the defensive end, coming to the timeout. Being receptive to constructive criticism. And everybody's trying to, pull the rope in the right direction. This is a team game. People are gonna make mistakes, but it's all about lifting that player up. James came to me. I was a little frustrated with how I was playing at that moment, and he came to me and told me none of that matters. I'm a great player, and just continue to stay focused in the moment on to the next play. But that's what teams is. You lift each other up, you cheer each other on, and figure out how to get a win.